Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for another edition of NASCAR 21 Ignition Career Mode live stream here tonight. It is the second race of the round of 12 of the NASCAR 21 Ignition Season 1 playoffs, and we have it taking place at Talladega Super Speedway. Of course, it is the Yellowwood 500. Who is going to go on to win this race and advance to the round of 8? We do know one driver who is already locked into the round of 8, and that would be Hendrick Motorsports driver William Byron, getting his third win in the first 4 races of the playoffs. Of course, the playoff round of 12 opener at Las Vegas. That is now 2 wins in a row for him. He's going to try to go for 3 in a row today and try to add more playoff points before the next round starts. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we are about to get into qualifying for today's race. So without further ado, let's just get right on into it. We'll show you guys qualifying for tonight's stream, give you guys a chance to join down into the chat. 500 miles. Oh, hang on. Usually, that was very strange. I'm restarting that. I was not on the gas, and usually you don't actually get control of the car until you hit the start-finish line, so that was really weird that I was in control of it right away. At least I know that for this time. And I'm going to be mashing the gas. Alright, let's go. I was aware of that. 2 laps for Keegan Schneider to try and get his first career pole. It's been so close so many times on the super speedways. Seems to have pretty good single car speed. Of course, with Hendrick Motorsports, they usually have good single car speed in the super speedways. Can this be a career-defining moment on the NASCAR 21 Ignition career mode? Could this be a career-defining day? Can the rookie make his way into the round of 8 of the playoffs? You can see the points on the left side of your screen just above my camera. Those are the points coming into tonight's race. Our driver Keegan Schneider has a 19-point cushion over the cutoff line, but nothing is safe at Talladega, especially with no stages. And of course, the Charlotte Roval, the next race of the round, also a potential wild card event. Not a bad opening lap there for Schneider, 50.522 at the start-finish line. I would assume lap 2 is going to be a little bit quicker. Hook to that double yellow line. The cars want to pull to the left as it usually does. It's going to cause some major issues, I'd have to assume, in the back. Schneider has had 3 DNFs in the first 4 playoff races this year. Of course, a DNF at Las Vegas, only about 22 laps in last night in the premiere. We're going to need luck on our side just to make it to the end of this one. I have a feeling that super speedways have not gone well for the 48 in his career so far. At the start-finish line, qualified 21st, right in the middle. That is not ideal, knowing this game. Oh boy, we're going to be in for a wild one from the get-go. Denny Hamlin is qualified on the pole in all Joe Gibbs Racing front row. Martin Truex Jr. will start outside the front row in second. Joey Logano, Christopher Bell in row 2. William Byron, Hendrick Motorsports making up row 3. Chase Elliott on the outside of that row. Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski in row number 4. Brad Keselowski comes in 14 points below the cutoff line, but he is a 6-time Talladega winner. Ryan Blaney and Austin Dillon will round out the top 10 in tonight's field. And we'll see if Schneider can get it done from the 21st starting position. 14 people already watching, haven't even started the race yet. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Again, like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content, realistic commentary, full race live streams, both video games and the real races when the season kicks off here in a couple weeks.
I'm Alex Hayden, welcoming you to Talladega. This massive 2.66-mile super speedway plays host to the halfway point of the round of 12. A wreck or simply surviving the day could determine who advances further in the playoffs. A win will lock a playoff driver into the next round, but it's anyone's race, so look out for a surprise winner. Let's get ready for this 200-mile-per-hour traffic jam today at Talladega Superspeedway.
Those are probably my description, or that is probably my description of how this race might go. A 200-mile-per-hour traffic jam at Talladega, and hopefully we can get through this without seeing the big one, but starting middle of the pack, this is going to be tough. Points cushion, pretty much gone after that DNF. From 40 points to now only 19 points above the cutoff line coming into tonight's race. And this is still the second to last race of the round. We got to go to the Charlotte Roval up next, a track we have not raced at yet on the career mode. Just want to be here to say the word HO. Welcome to the stream. Joshua Rumsey, welcome. Davion West, welcome. VG Clips, welcome. Billy Kramer, welcome. Tyler Burback, welcome. Hopefully no DNFing, hopefully. Ryan Blaney just flat out turned us last night. I'm not looking to get payback, though. I can tell you that right now, because if I try, then it's not going to end well for myself. Well, 500 miles, 188 laps on tap to Talladega. Green flag is in the air. And we're underway in the Yellowwood 500. Denny Hamlin leading the field to the green super speedway ace in the NASCAR Cup Series today. Tyler Reddick hopping down in line in front of the 48 of Schneider. Schneider trying to pick up some ground as Eric Jones is going to go all the way to the bottom trying to block Tyler Reddick. Schneider's got a massive run going to the outside, and he's already going to take it 4 wide. Feeling gutsy in the early going of the race, but look at the momentum the 48 car has. Now he's got no help. Matt DiBenedetto will slide up in line on the outside right in front of him as they work their way off the exit of turn 4. Back to the start-finish line, the outside lane starting to fade a bit as Denny Hamlin will lead lap 1 at the front of the field. Schneider had a head of steam, but then he ended up having no help and the run kind of stalled out. And now he's still stuck on the outside with zero drafting help up there. Not sure if anybody's behind him because there, again, is no rearview mirror in this game. He's going to hop down to that second line now. Behind... Okay. Can anybody tell me why my car just turned right like that in the middle of the straightaway? Or not? How does that happen? I barely... So... So the car wants to turn to the left so badly, it pulls to the left so bad on the ovals in this game. It was pulling to the left so bad, I was having to turn right to just keep it straight on the straightaway, and it went right into the wall. I'm restarting this because that is just not right. How does that even happen? I know I don't have stability help on, and that's probably some of it. And the car should not pull that far to the left that I have to turn to the right just to keep it straight on the straightaway. And then when I turned it to the right, it just turned straight into the wall. Like it spun out. See, it just did it again. Because it's wanting to pull so far to the left, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. That is ridiculous. I don't like restarting the game, you guys know that. What a run on the bottom though for the 48. Oh, where he got up to on lap 1 earlier, trying to bump trap Derek Almirola in the middle of the corner. Denny Hamlin's still going to lead the opening lap, so I guess nothing's going to change there. I'm not restarting it again. If I just hit the wall, then so be it at this point. I have a bad feeling it's going to end up happening again anyway. I've never had it. I just don't understand why the car pulls that far to the left on the straightaway. Like, I get it's naturally going to do that. I would try to demonstrate what it's like by not going right with the analog stick right now, but I would probably lose the draft. Giant stack up on the outside. Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Austin Dillon, all blocking each other. Left the bottom lane on the double yellow line to get going, and Schneider's already up to 11th after qualifying 21st. Now the inside of Almirola. Keselowski into the tri-oval behind teammate Chase Elliott. I'm going to try to keep the realistic commentary on as usual here tonight. Benedetto going down. Schneider's car wanted to go to the right again. And he got very, very lucky that he did not turn himself off the front bumper of the 21. His car was going up the track as De Benedetto was coming down to try and side draft. I don't know how the car didn't hit the wall that time. I might have to turn stability help on if I do have that issue again. If I do it early enough in the race, I'm just going to turn stability on. So I should not be having these issues. Starting up at 200 miles an hour. Schneider's driven his way up to 4th in just 3 laps. A couple of Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas right in front of him. Oh, he lost the bottom of the racetrack, though. He went high. Bell went to block. That stalled the momentum of the 48 out. Schneider pulls to the bottom. He took a long time doing so, but he wanted to make sure he was clear, and he barely pulled down in front of teammate Chase Elliott. Ashton G. Well, see? Okay, so I wasn't going to the right that time on the straightaway, and you saw how far to the left it pulled. Now just imagine when I'm on the outside of another car, what I'm trying to do to not only keep it off the car to the inside, but also keep it off the wall because I'm turning right. As if it can't get any more difficult at Talladega, this game makes it 10 times more difficult. Then you add in the fact that there's no rearview mirror either. Pagano with a big block on Christopher Bell. Bell goes wide. Schneider stays on the bottom, and he's up to 3rd. Even with stability help on, doesn't help much. Still hit the wall. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a try if it happens again. It's got to be in the first 20 to 25 laps. If we get past that marker, I'm not restarting. Just a fair warning. I do want to try to have as much of a legitimate race as possible. So far, as the racing itself goes, it has been entertaining at least through 5 laps. Denny Hamlin has led all 5. Schneider's up to 2nd after qualifying 21st. What kind of a car does he have? Be able to perhaps get around Denny Hamlin. In the draft, off the exit of turn 2, he's got to run. He's going to look to the outside. He's going to try to side draft the right rear of Denny Hamlin. A little bit of contact. Schneider hops himself back down into line. Eric Jones has drafted his way up to 3rd to the back bumper of the 48. Schneider's going to back up a little bit in the middle of turns 3 and 4 and try to get a run on Denny Hamlin. I'm not going to be able to side draft intentionally in this game. I know it doesn't work that well anyway, but it's still realistic to do that. The problem is the car pulls so far to the left, and that's why I made contact with Hamlin. I didn't actually turn left into him. The car turned left on its own. When you're running that close, and then it nearly ricocheted me into the wall. Luckily, I didn't overcorrect it, which is so easy to do in this game, and again it happens. That's the 2nd time now, and all Schneider's trying to do is pull out a line to try and make the pass, but because the car pulls so far to the left, he's having a very, very difficult time just trying to turn right without it wanting to turn straight into the wall. This time he's not going to pull out a line off of turn 4. He's just going to give the 11 a little bit of a push. Might try to tighten the car up under the first stop of the race, see if that helps at all. Schneider again just going to bump draft Hamlin in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Sitting right behind the 11. Has a bit of a run. Pulls wide. Couldn't even get alongside of him that time. Here comes the 43 of Eric Jones now. Brad Keselowski below the cutoff line by 14 points. 6-time Talladega winner up to 3rd. Getting around Jones, who now gets hung up on the outside lane. He's going backwards. I don't know why it said that. It said new leader. And we didn't even pass Hamlin. Oh, Keselowski with a run to the outside. Hamlin just squeezed Schneider into Brad Keselowski, and that is going to turn the 48 around. I am definitely restarting it. Oh my gosh. What was that? I'm looking at the replay right now. I wasn't even trying. Again, you could see how the car naturally wants to turn to the left, and that's why I made contact with the 11. And then when it shot me up the track, because Keselowski was there was nowhere I could go. I'm really sorry that I'm restarting it, because I do not like restarting it myself. I'm throwing that out there right now. There's been times you guys have told me to restart it when stuff like this happens in this game, and I don't like doing it. But because it's the playoffs, and I don't want our season to end because of these stupid circumstances. My goodness. This track, I mean, I'm just scared the car's going to be too tight if I turn the... Call that hell at Talladega. I have to agree with you on that one. ABS is on. I really don't want to do it, but I have to. I have to turn the stability on. I mean, it's ridiculous. I get if I make contact with them on my own. If on my own I make contact 3 wide there, that's fine. But because the car pulls so far to the left, and I'm having to overcorrect it to the right, that's why when the first time I hit the wall, I didn't even hit anything. My car just turned straight right into the wall because I was trying to counteract it turning left. As the tires wear, because there is even tire wear on the super speedways in this game, even though in real life there really isn't that much fall off. Alright, ABS is on. Traction controls on medium. Steering on medium. I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna have to. Like, this is just ridiculous. We can't go 8 laps. We can't even go 8 laps at Talladega. And it's not like I'm racing too aggressively. All I was trying to do on 2 occasions was just make a move to the outside. A simple move to the outside. And the car wants to turn straight into the wall. Or, because it's pulling down to the left so far, I move high. I'm to the outside of Denny Hamlin. All I want to do is just hold a straight line. But if I stop going right with the analog stick, it turns right into Denny. But if I go too far right, it turns into the wall. It's just like in actual NASCAR. It's just like in actual NASCAR when they're on the straightaway at Talladega. Do you think that the drivers are going like this in the middle of the straightaway to keep the car straight? They're just driving like this, steering wheel's cockeyed, and then they roll into the corner and they basically just let go of the wheel because it turns by itself. No, that doesn't happen. Why does this game do that? Like, the NASCAR Thunder 2004 game is probably the only other NASCAR game that I can think of off the top of my head where it has a pretty bad pull to the left. The Thunder games in general, it tends to pull to the left, but not that aggressively. And not to the point where if you try to go right and tap the analog stick to the right, it just turns straight into the wall. I don't have that issue with any other game. Why this one?
Let's get ready for this 200 mile per hour.
For sake of season statistics, It looks like Kevin Harvick is going to be on the pole. We're still going to say Denny Hamlin started on the pole. Traction control doesn't do anything really. I run no ABS. The only thing is stability, traction control on high. I don't want traction control on high because I know it takes over the actual gas for you. On my game, for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. Oh my gosh, this is why I didn't want stability on. Because now the car's turning to the right. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't do this. Straightaways, it's fine. I get into the corner. I'm going to restart it one more time. Oh my gosh, Larson just... Look at the car go right. I have to lift just to keep the car not to go right. I can't run stability. I'm sorry. I just can't. Oh my god. I was really hoping to not have a headache before we even start the race. This is so bad. I'm trying to laugh it off. I'm trying not to get mad, but it's really frustrating. All I want to do is get a race in, please. Yeah, I'm not doing stability. I'll turn the traction control on. I don't know if that's even going to do anything like Davion said. But I can't run with the steering assistance on. I can put it on low. It's still probably going to turn to the right. I usually run extreme difficulty on the super speedways. But because of the issue with the pulling to the left I was having, I really didn't want to run on extreme. Because that was only going to make my life even more miserable. I just want to give you guys a race tonight. I want to give you guys a race with realistic commentary as usual. On the bright side, 30 days to the Daytona 500 today, and only 16 days to the Busch Clash. We'll be doing live commentary of that. The very little live commentary we have done tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed. Again, smash that like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. It's putting us behind a little bit right now. We got 9 likes on the stream, so thank you for everybody hitting that like button so far. Alex can shove it. He's already done this intro 3 times. This is it. This is the final attempt, and if we wreck out on the first lap, so be it. Because I'm done restarting it. If we go into the Roval below the cut line because of a DNF at Talladega, then that's the way it's going to have to be. It's not my fault. You know, I'm willing to admit, obviously, when any mistakes are mine, when it comes to driver error, it's pulling to the left. I can feel it already. Oh, I'm still in 3rd gear. Hopefully Schneider can keep up with the pack. He's got his teammate Kyle Larson right behind him off the start. They're already stacking up 3 and 4 wide down the back straightaway on the opening lap. This is going to be very interesting. The car is pulling to the left. It is going to be doing that all night long. Schneider's just going to have to be very, very careful, and being 3 wide on the opening lap is probably not ideal. 4 wide, just trying to give as much room as he could to the cars to the outside. Ryan Blaney's going to pull back down to the bottom lane. 1 lap in the books. Contact between Blaney and Bell in the middle of the pack. Stacking up that middle line a little bit is one of the Rick Ware cars, the 53 of Joey Gase. So again, Hamlin on the pole. Blaney tried to get back down to the bottom. He couldn't. He got pinched. I should say he pinched the 48. Outside stacking up again, and look at how quickly the 48 has moved inside the top 10. He's up to 7th place into turn 3. Busch gets a shot from the 48 car. Larson's followed Schneider all the way through. The teammates working together. Schneider in 2 laps has gone from 21st to 6th. And he's going to have a massive run now to the top 5. Climbs to the inside of Kyle Busch. 3 wide. James Davison goes backwards. Schneider to 4th. Massive run. Looks high on Eric Jones. Oh, speed. No, 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 no. You guys see everybody? Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I am doing this again. Do you guys see it lag? It lagged off the exit of the corner, and then I had a massive run down the backstretch, and as soon as I touched the back of the 43, my car turned right again. What's the point of traction control in this game if it doesn't even do anything? Oh my god. My brain hurts. What is this? This has probably been like 25 minutes of me trying not to implode on this live stream. Now this time I really mean it. This is definitely the final. This is definitely the final straw. This is attempt number 5, I believe. This is it. Barring no speed glitch like we just had. I don't know what that was. We haven't had that speed glitch yet. Schneider's in danger of losing this lead pack. He moved to the outside. Chris Buescher's going to get underneath him now. D'Angelo Foster, welcome to the stream. Thought it was just my game doing that. I haven't had that speed glitch in a long time. I think the last time I had it was the custom schedule season at Daytona. It has been a long time. A couple months. They're stacking up 3 by 3. Schneider's just going to attempt to go to the outside. His teammate Kyle Larson's following him. Hendrick Motorsport teammates working together right now. Outside's going to be dangerous, knowing that the pole to the left is going to be a bad thing, down the straightaways especially. He's got teammate William Byron right in front of him, so now 3 Hendrick cars have lined up together. Schneider gave the 24 a little bit of a push. 5 of Larson is so close that left rear corner panel to 48. Chastain trying to side draft the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Schneider moves down to the second line. And pulls down to the bottom now with his teammate Larson. Custer down with the block. Larson ended up getting shuffled out to the middle lane as his teammate got underneath him. Can't tell who that is at the front of the field leading right now. Looks like it might be Ryan Blaney. Blaney, McDowell, or Logano. It is a bright yellow car of some sort. Schneider's just going to stay on the bottom behind Custer. Try to see if Custer can catch the back of the lead group now. 2 by 2 and 3 wide they go. Schneider giving a push to the back of the 41. He's got to be careful. Massive shot to the back of Custer. Look at the run he's got into the tri-oval. 4 wide. Schneider just got shot out of a cannon. If we somehow made it all 500 miles tonight, this might be the most impressive run by the rookie so far this season. Is steering wheel better? I have not tried steering wheel in this game, so I really don't know. It might not pull to the left as bad, you would imagine. That's just my assumption. Then again, it is NASCAR 21 Ignition, so who the hell knows? Oh, jeez. It's definitely a lot harder to drive through the pack this time around. Schneider has made his way up to 13th. Big run by the 20. Oh, the wrecking in front of him. James Davison goes around. Schneider is going to have to go down to the apron to try and miss it, and the caution will wave. I was wondering why there was such a stack up in the middle of the tri-oval. James Davison gets turned. Hopefully the 48 doesn't have too much damage. He did miss pretty much the most of the accident. Now he's got to hope he's not a lap down as the green flag is back in the air at lap 12 after our first caution of the night at Talladega. Schneider restarting on the outside. Quickly gets down to the bottom between Blaney and Bell. A little bit of damage to the front of the 48. He got into the back of the 20. I didn't think he hit him too hard. Hopefully it's just cosmetic. Stays in the draft. I think he's going to be all right. Outside lane did not take off well. It's a good thing Schneider got down to the bottom as quickly as he could. Michael McDowell leads at Talladega. Daniel Suarez now to the outside, and he's checking up. Ryan Blaney moved up at the wrong time. Schneider on the restart has gone from 8th to 4th. Reddick trying to make a pass for the lead. He's the furthest below the cutoff line coming into tonight's race. 24 points to the negative. 3 wide for the lead now. Nearing turn 1. Reddick clear in that third lane on the outside. Pulls all the way down in front of the 48 on the bottom as McDowell starts to go backwards. Boss Brody, welcome to the stream. Reddick leads his first lap of the day. Now we'll see if the 48 can do it. Looking high on the outside of Tyler Reddick. Oh boy, nearly turned Reddick. Oh no, but his car goes right for whatever reason once again. Had a bad feeling that was going to happen today. Why does the game do this? Oh my goodness. It was so delayed after the contact. And the car felt stable with the contact to Reddick. The problem is... Do I restart again? This is ridiculous. We haven't gone 10 green flag laps today. It's just going to keep happening, you'd have to assume. I could turn the stability help on, but then my car turns to the right instead of the left. I mean, this is terrible. I'm doing my best to give you guys a race tonight. Oh my gosh. Let me know down in the chat. I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys don't... I mean, because we're going to have to pit. And we're going to go a lap down if we pit. I mean, at this point, if I know I keep saying and repeating myself over and over again. If I wreck one more time, if I wreck one more time, and again, that was not my fault either. The reason why that wasn't my fault. Did I hit Tyler Reddick in a weird spot? Yes. You would think if I hit Reddick on the right rear, his car would turn, not mine. That's physics rule number 1 in stock car auto racing. Number 2, I made contact with him. My car was actually stable after the contact. And I pulled down in line, and then after I pulled in line after letting out of the gas, my car just turned right. This is like the issues the next-gen car had with the steering box before they got it fixed. I can imagine this is exactly what it felt like. Where you're just driving, and then all of a sudden it just wants to turn right. Like, what the heck? On the straightaway. This is it. If we wreck one more time, I'm going to finish last, and I'm just going to simulate the rest of the race. Because if we wreck again... We're going to have to pit, we're going to go a lap down, and we're out of it. And I'm not going to ride around a lap down for only God knows how many laps. The final green flag to start the race, and the Yellowwood 500 is underway. I am going to call this realistically, even if I end up wrecking, because of the game again. This is the full realistic commentary. No rage inducement whatsoever. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm going to be bald by the end of the race. My hair's going to fall out. 4 wide in front of the 48. Kyle Busch with a gutsy move, and he's making contact with Reddick along the way. Oh, up the track! Schneider had to jam on the brakes in the middle of the corner. Reddick forces the 48 below the line, and around goes Logano. Logano is turned down the back straightaway. The 48 just missed to the inside. No caution as Logano spins to the infield and down to the retaining wall on lap 2. Schneider with a major wreck avoidance, and if he somehow makes it to the end of the race, we're going to look back at that as a huge wow moment, keeping his playoff hopes alive. I guarantee a DNF, he's going to be below the cutoff line going into the roll. Must win, maybe, maybe not, but he will be below the cutoff line. 4 wide, Schneider saw that happening right in front of him. Reddick and Logano and Busch all got together. Busch was able to drive on. Logano gets spun off the front bumper of the 8. Looks like the top 4 are really pulling away right now. Schneider's up to 8th place. Benedetto looking wide. Schneider to the inside. Now he's underneath the 51. Cody Ware just moved off the bottom. I don't know if he thought the 21 had a big enough of a run or not. Schneider getting a massive run now behind the 34 of Michael McDowell. Moves up down the back straightaway, trying to make the pass on the high side. Doesn't seem to work out in this game too well so far, but he makes it work. He had a big enough of a run that time. He slides down in front of the 34 heading into turn 3. Kyle Busch already up to 3rd. We just saw him right with the 48 a couple moments ago. Against Schneider to the outside of the 19 of Truex off the exit of turn 4. Not enough of a run that time. We'll pull back down in line behind the 19. Chase Elliott leads. Ryan Blaney, followed by Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Keegan Schneider, the top 5. Surprised we stayed green, by the way, with Logano spinning. I know he went down into the infield, and if you're not on the actual racing groove, when you spin in this game, the caution doesn't wave, but that obviously should have been a caution. He was heading towards the infield retaining wall. I don't know if he actually ended up hitting it or not. Schneider was so focused on trying to file himself back into line before getting into turn 3. Blaney with a bad block in the tri-oval. 48 ran right into the back of him. That stalled Schneider's car out. And now the telemetry, there's no telemetry in this game, but the crew chief is telling me to pit every lap. So now we're just going to have to guess on fuel the entire night, too. As if we didn't have enough issues. Now we have to completely guess on fuel. Just hope we have enough to make it with everybody else in the draft. So far in the career mode, that doesn't seem to be the case. Seems like we have to pit a couple laps before everybody else at most tracks. Maybe the cautions play out right, who knows. So far, caution free through 6 laps. Schneider to the back bumper of his teammate Chase Elliott for the lead. Elliott goes wide in front of the 18, and Schneider's on the bottom looking for his first lead of the night. At the line, Chase Elliott will lead this lap. Oh, man, a little contact between the Hendrick Chevys. Schneider holds on to 2nd as they stay 1-2 at the front. Busch holds on to 3rd in front of McDowell and DiBenedetto. Busch has a run. Schneider just going to bump draft the 9. As soon as he bump drafted the 9 car, the 48 wanted to head right for the wall, even though we were in the middle of the back straightaway, and he hit him pretty square. Just got to be careful even with the bump drafting. Elliott getting a massive lead. Schneider's being patient. He's going to work with his teammate for right now. Unless Elliott opens up the bottom lane again, I think Schneider's got to stop bump drafting the 9 because that's the second time he's tried to bump draft him this lap, even on a straightaway, and the car just wants to turn straight into the wall.
Only a few laps till we pit.
So many things wrong with this game. I guarantee you, if I really sat down and made a list, and granted it'd be nitpicking, but I can probably nitpick 100 things that are wrong with this game. I'm not lying. All the issues we have had, and maybe some of them have actually been patched, or at least they said that they've been patched and we haven't come across the issues since. On the bright side, it's a bright sunny day outside Talladega. Of course, the actual playoff races last season got rain short, and this one will not. Elliott moves off the bottom again. Oh, massive run for Ryan Blaney all of a sudden. He ends up just checking up. He'll stay on the inside. Schneider may have to look out for the 12 and the 18, who are getting massive, massive runs. Schneider potentially looking to the outside of the 9 of Elliott. Busch thought about going with the 48. Decides that he's not going to do it. Oh boy. Schneider's just going to hop out of line and let everybody go. He might have room to pull back down to the bottom. And he does, barely in front of the 12 of Blaney. He'll hold on to 4th. We'll see if one of the Joe Gibbs cars can get around Elliott for the lead. Truex is going to go wide. Will his teammate Kyle Busch go with him?
We got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Joseph Ben, welcome to the stream. Three Fords, 2 Chevys, 2 Toyotas in the top 7. And the 7-car breakaway from the rest of the field after Joey Logano had spun, stacking the rest of them up. Off the front bumper of the 8 of Reddick. Busch got a shot from the 48. 48 stayed pretty stable that time around. Truex goes wide, pulls back down in front of his teammate. Busch going to go wide. Pulls back down in line. Truex had a run, lost it. Busch has a run, 48 doesn't go with him. Schneider to 3rd. Elliott's led a lot of laps early on. Truex going to go wide. Couldn't get back down to the bottom. 48's got a massive run. Down the back straightaway. Oh, he catches the 9 into the wall. Unbelievable. That he tries to bump draft and now around goes the 48. That is just... How does the car spin out when he tried to bump draft in this game? It just doesn't make any sense. I had such a big run, and I actually did get out of the gas before I hit Elliott because I had a big run. Why is it my car that spins out? We even have traction control on. This doesn't make any sense. What is this place? Well, I said if I wrecked again because we restarted so many times, if we had significant enough damage that I felt I was going to have to pit, we obviously have a tire down, we're going to have to pit. I don't think the rest of the field's going to pit. I'm not going to repair damage just to... Probably got to go a lap down. If we're a lap down, I'm not going to finish this race. We're going to finish last. I've tried. I mean, again, I tried tonight. I don't know for how long. How long have we been streaming for? We have been streaming for 45 minutes. And we are on lap 17. And we are probably a lap down. There's Logano. Oh my goodness, the field's stacking up.
Bring it to us this time. Bring it to us this time.
Well, we're not a lap down right now.
3 wide. Got 2 up top.
48's obviously got a little bit of damage. Well, actually, see, the thing is, I don't know. We might be a lap down. But we might not be at the same time. Because it doesn't matter whether you pit or not. I've had instances where I don't pit and I lose a lap. So maybe there are only a few cars on the lead lap. The only way to really figure this out is if we drive all the way to the front of the field. Schneider's car is severely damaged, though. He pulls out of line. He can't even make a pass on Justin Haley in the 77. The lead pack is going 3x3 up there, though. Haley nearly gets into the left rear. Chris Buescher in the 17. I wonder if I would have put overcast skies if maybe there would have been a little bit more grip. Schneider's struggling with the damage to this race car. It doesn't look like he's got much damage, but that's all it takes. And he can't even keep up with Justin Haley and Ricky Stenhouse in the pack. I'm thinking about just sticking to my word and finishing last anyway. If I didn't have any issues for 45 minutes leading up to, you know, the eventual start of the race. Like, if we would have been first try, I would have wrecked, I would have obviously stayed in it. Because I would in any other game. Even in this game, I would. We're struggling to hit 186 right now. And we have fresh tires. Well, better luck with our next live stream on this game at the Roval. But Schneider's probably going to have to win the race to get in. Schneider's blocking, but with no rear view mirror, it's going to be tough. And I can use the look back cam. I guarantee you, though, if I use the look back cam, I'm going to crash because of the car's instability on the straightaways. I guarantee it. What is this? I tried to move high to block and I nearly turned myself into the wall. Not because I would have clipped another car, because the car felt like it was skirting to the right. I'm getting slower and slower. Have you guys noticed that? As the laps wind on, I'm getting slower. I was at 189. Struggling to hit 189, then I was struggling to hit 186. Going into turn 3, I was struggling to get to 184.
Okay, we have to pit next time out.
Watch the backstretch speed this time. Going into turn 3. I guarantee we're going to struggle to hit about 184 miles an hour. Oh my. I don't even know how that happened. I really don't know how that happened. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry, guys, but we can't do this. We just can't keep doing this. I don't even know how to fix that. I mean, yes, again, I can throw stability help on, and I tried it. I don't like it. I don't like the stability help because the car pushes so far to the right in the middle of the corner to the point where I have to lift to not hit the car to my outside in the draft if I'm on the bottom and we're side by side or 3 wide, whatever it is. I mentioned the last time we live streamed this game last week for the Bristol Night Race, or this last weekend for the Bristol Night Race. I mentioned that night that it seems like whenever I live stream, I have the issues with this game. When I'm doing a premiere, I seem to be able to get to the end of the race, whether I win or lose, a lot easier. Obviously, at Las Vegas, I didn't, but the last couple premieres before that, I think I finished, first at Richmond, first at Indy, third at New Hampshire. Those were the last 3 premieres I did on this game. I got to the end of every one, top 3 in every one. And it's coincidental. It's coincidental. Man, oh man. Would have enjoyed these graphics the last NASCAR game. Should I avoid bump drafting in this game? Yes. So much for that wreck avoidance early in the race. Well, that is going to be a last place finish for the 48 of Schneider for the second race. That is now 4 DNFs in the first 5 playoff races. And likely going to be in a must-win situation heading into the Roval. I've raced the super speedways in this game before and we had DNF'd. We literally DNF'd in all 4 super speedway races this season. The one thing with this one that we didn't have in the others is that we wrecked so early so often. I couldn't run 10 green flag laps without wrecking on my own, without the car turning right too far down the straightaway. And I didn't run with stability help on any of the other super speedway races all season. And we made it like halfway through the race on 2 occasions. And the other one, we made it like 60 to 70 laps before wrecking. I don't understand why it was so unstable and out of control this time compared to other races. You guys will have to let me know down in the chat if you played the career mode far enough in this game to get to this playoff race at Talladega. And maybe it's just the Yellowwood 500 at Dega. Because it's not that bad with the other super speedways on this game, on the other super speedway races when it comes to being able to handle your own car by yourself. I'm not talking about the bump drafting. I'm not talking about making contact with other drivers. I'm talking about when I'm by myself and I'm trying to move to the outside gradually or move to the bottom gradually, why the car wants to spin out with no stability help on the straightaways, not the corners, on the straightaways. And even in the corners with as much downforce as these cars have with the super speedway package, it still shouldn't even do that in the turns, but on the straightaways especially. I mean, you guys have seen me run countless full races on every other game at Talladega. That we don't get to the end every time. We get caught up in the big one from time to time. It happens. But not where we're wrecking on our own in the middle of the straightaway with no contact with anybody else. How does that even happen? How do you spin out on the straightaway by yourself at Talladega? I could have literally done that in qualifying. The reason why I didn't do it in qualifying is probably because I was more focused on holding the bottom because I was the only car on the racetrack. I want to have to buy a steering wheel to be able to race this game. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to see who's going to win this race. Schneider's going to finish last, then we're going to check the point standings going into the Roval. Yeah, Daytona 500, 30 days away. Again, 16 days until live commentary for the Busch Clash. I can guarantee you during the live real Busch Clash race, that there will be no glitches, no crashes.
Talladega.
We'll be doing full
This
live
massive
commentary for that
2.66
race.
mile super
I can't wait for
speedway
NASCAR
plays
season to
host
start
the
back up
halfway
again,
point of
so
the
I
round
don't
of
have a
12.
headache with
wreck
this
or
every
simply
night.
surviving the day could determine who advances
There's a
further in
reason
the
why I've
playoffs.
been streaming a lot more NASCAR 05. I still give NASCAR 21 Ignition way too many chances, but I know you guys want to see it. And I'm one for wanting to finish what I started, regardless of the circumstances, which is why I tried so hard to give you guys a show tonight. Bugnition. NASCAR Bugnition tonight.
Let's get ready for this 200 mile
They're supposed to have a January patch
today at Talladega Super Speedway.
I don't know exactly when. Sometime in January, obviously, but hopefully that'll fix some things that I can have more of a chance. Even if I wasn't trying to do a full race tonight, let's say I just wanted to do a 20-lap race at Talladega. I think I could get 20 laps in. But I don't think I could get it in on the first try. I mean, it's 6 tries we couldn't even get 20 laps in. It's ridiculous. I don't want to make it seem like I'm complaining too much. Sorry if I am. That's not like me. You can tell I just kind of had it. I'll stop complaining now. What?
Clear, clear, clear.
Why was my car just squiggling around like that? Schneider's going to finish last, so I'm going to pull out a line before I accidentally wreck the field. Well, we may get an upset winner here today at Talladega. For Schneider's sake, he's hoping somebody that isn't in the playoffs wins this race. And if it is going to be a playoff driver, he's hoping it's his teammate William Byron. I will say, though, for Season 2 of the career mode on NASCAR 21 Ignition, I do plan on switching teams. And I'll let you guys vote through polls leading up to the second season in the community tab section of the channel, just like we did before we started the NASCAR 21 Ignition career mode the first time around. I am lifting so much, trying not to catch these guys. They are stacking up terribly. Good news is for Strider, there's a lot of playoff drivers at the back of the field right now. Logano, Blaney, Kyle Busch is back here. Kevin Harvick is back here. Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick. Maybe there is hope that Schneider could still be above the cutoff line going into the Roval. And that will be live streamed on Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon at noon Eastern Standard Time, we will be live streaming the next episode of the NASCAR 21 Ignition Career Mode. It will be at the Charlotte Roval. Oh, they're nearly wrecking. I'm not trying to call this realistically. If you couldn't tell, I wouldn't be commentating like that. You guys that are familiar with the channel would know that it's not how I commentate. The race is over already. For us. Way to DNF. This is just me trying to make it 4 laps without hitting anything in Talladega at this point. Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney at the very back. They're in danger of only getting 1 point. Got to finish 35th or higher to start accumulating points per position. Otherwise, it's just 1 point from 36 back through 40th. Blaney and Harvick are not going to be able to score any more than Schneider, so that is a little bit of help. The randomized restarting order. And it only being 4 laps has definitely helped the 48 of Schneider in some capacity. The checkered flag waves. Schneider brings it home 48th. The 40th in the 48 car at Talladega Superspeedway. We'll take a look at the top finishers. Denny Hamlin from the pole will go on to win this race. Fitting, I will agree with that. And Denny Hamlin is now locked in to the round of 8 in the playoffs in search for his first career championship. Ryan Newman finishes second. William Byron finishes third. Third or better now in 4 of the first 5 playoff races. 3 wins, of course, in that stretch. Byron and Hamlin will still be racing for a championship in the round of 8. Brad Keselowski, it was 13. Sorry, I keep saying 13. He was 14 points below the cutoff line coming into the night. He finishes 4th. Austin Dillon finishes 5th. Christopher Bell 6th. Daniel Suarez 7th. Quinn Half 8th. Chase Briscoe 9th. Kyle Larson rounds out the top 10. Playoff drivers who finish outside the top 10 would include Martin Truex Jr. in 18th. Matt DiBenedetto in 19th. Kyle Busch in 30th. Chase Elliott in 33rd. Tyler Reddick 34th. Joey Logano 35th. Ryan Blaney 37th. Kevin Harvick 38th. And Schneider, of course, finishing dead last at 40th. 4 40th place finishes in the first 5 playoff races for Schneider. But luckily, he still has a chance at the championship if he can get through the Roval. And he is still above the cutoff line somehow, some way. Not by much. That cutoff line is getting tighter and tighter for the 48. He is very fortunate that not too many drivers in the playoffs had great runs. And really, all but Keselowski in the playoffs finished outside the top 25 today, which obviously helped. Schneider's tied for 5th. Kyle Busch has the tiebreaker with the best finish of the round, so Schneider would actually be 6th on the playoff grid. Oh, I forgot Denny Hamlin was eliminated. I am really sorry for that. Denny Hamlin was eliminated in the round of 16. I forgot he was upset. So Byron is the only one locked into the next round. So I guess that helps Schneider's sake. I believe that is Denny Hamlin's 2nd win of the season. Yes, it is. Denny's 2nd win. He was 2nd in the regular season standings. It's very unfortunate he got eliminated in the round of 16. Otherwise, he would be in the round of 8 with the win. But coulda, woulda, shoulda, and that isn't the case for Hamlin. Schneider is 13 points above the cutoff line going into the Roval on Ryan Blaney. As long as he doesn't get outscored by more than 13 positions at the Roval by Blaney, 16 positions by Elliott, 21 positions by Harvick, and Tyler Reddick's in a must-win situation pretty much. So as long as that happens and as long as one of those drivers don't win, obviously if one of those drivers wins, then Schneider would only be 5 points above the cutoff line. That would probably be the big and main reason why he would get knocked out. Plus, Schneider has to make it to the end of the race. And with the bad luck with the DNFs, imagine having your first career race at the Roval in the round of 12 as a rookie when you have a chance to make it to the round of 8 with an aero points cushion. Pressure will be on Sunday afternoon. You won't want to miss a thing. And at least with the road courses, we seem to be able to make it to the end of the race. I think I've only DNF'd in one road course all season, and that was Sonoma. So there is luck on our side that we can at least get to the end of the race and have ourselves a show, and hopefully we don't make a mistake. It's the last road course race of the season. Round of 8 is going to be tough. 1.5 miles have not been good for the 48 at all this season. I don't think I've finished in the top 20 on 1.5 miles in a 100% race yet. On the career mode, we got 2 of them, and then we go to Martinsville in the 3rd race. Good luck making it all 500 laps there. But for right now, take it one race at a time. We'll see if Schneider can make it to the round of 8 first and foremost on Sunday. Tomorrow night, we will be live streaming, scheduled for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time I do believe. Let me check just to make sure. Yes, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Kansas Speedway on NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup, our 18th truck race out of 23 on the custom schedule season on that side of things. We are not done live streaming yet. I promised to give you guys live commentary tonight. I tried. I delivered to a certain extent. Not my best delivery, I will say. But I will say also that none of it was my fault. We will be doing live commentary, but not of this game. And it's going to be a game that I've actually played recently on the channel. And we actually played during the Bristol night race live stream, and that would be Madden 06. But instead of just playing the game, I will be doing live commentary for it. I know this is a NASCAR channel, and I pride myself on being a huge NASCAR fan. I am. NASCAR is my favorite sport. I do like other sports, but NASCAR by far and away is my favorite. It's the one that I'm so passionate about. And this is a NASCAR channel, but because this game is not working again, and I can't just go to NASCAR 05 tonight because I don't want people who aren't tuning into this because maybe they don't like NASCAR 21 Ignition or don't like me playing NASCAR 21 Ignition, they're going to miss the race. So I can't just run that truck race tonight. That's what we'll end up doing for the next probably hour and a half. Make sure I change the settings. Let's see where I'm at in the Legacy leaderboard before I exit out. I haven't checked in a little bit. 27th. I think I've been 27th the whole time. For a while, at least. Since I got to 27th, it's been a while since we moved up. One more win will move ahead of LaJoy at least. Potentially Ty Dillon as well. Could get in the top 25 by the end of the season. If we miraculously win another race. At this rate, it's going to be tough. I would just think about it. I had 7 wins in the first, 9 races of the season? Or, sorry, 6. I had 6 wins in the first 9 races of the season. From race 13 at COTA to now, I've only had 3. In fact, from the end of my winning streak, really, after the Talladega race, which was race 10, the first one, I DNF'd, but I finished 9th because a lot of the field DNF'd. So from the 11th race of the year to now, I've only had 4 top 10s. That's how bad it has been for us. 4 top 10s in the last nearly 20 races. Over 20. What was that? That was race 30? That was race 31. So in 21 races, I have 4 top 10s. That is the poor streak and the poor luck I've had pretty much from the middle of the regular season on NASCAR 21 Ignition. Race 14's COTA, my bad. I went back, though, before COTA. It would have been race 11, though, with my top 10 streak at least. It's just remaster NASCAR 04 with today's schedule and graphics and drivers. Yeah, why not? Why can't we just do that? Why can't we just find a game, stick with it, remaster it? If you want to make money off of it, because businesses have to make money at the end of the day. These businesses, these game developers, they have to make money. I understand that. They have to pay their employees. So let's just remaster these games. Just with a little bit better graphics. As Black Ace said. Today's drivers, today's schedule, the tracks. Just keep updating it every year. And just pay for it. Just make people pay for it. If they want the update, they'll pay for it. And if the game's that good, they will pay for it. I'll pay for it. I mean, I would pay for it anyway because I have a YouTube channel, but you know, even if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I'd pay for it because I'm a huge NASCAR fan. All right, let me get the PS2 fired up. Remaster NASCAR Heat 5. I'd rather remaster like 04 or 05 or something like that. 04 would probably be more preferable. EA Sports. It's in the game. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of those graphics. Have to mute it so I don't get copyrighted. I'll get my camera back up in a quick second. I just realized it's not muted. Now it's muted. I really hope I don't get copyrighted for that. I just had the music blaring your guys' ears out. I don't know what music was playing. Oh. By the way, this is probably another reason why this game's so great. This is probably my favorite soundtrack on a video game. So many good songs on this one. Oh, I forgot to get my camera back up. I should probably change the title temporarily again, so that way I don't clickbait people, because I don't want to do that. What happened at Talladega? I thought you were streaming Talladega. I did. I tried for an hour. But I will be doing live commentary of this. I'll let you guys pick the opponents still. We're going to have to learn some of the players on the fly. I don't know the full teams like I would now. Back from 05. I mean, I know the players once I see them, but... I was going to put it on the top left, but it's going to cover the scoreboard. Put one above and one below. How about that? I did play 2 more games last night, so I'm 11-0 now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 11-0. All right. Get the chat back up. Just put the 49ers in the tournament. I already started it, unfortunately. The teams I put into this tournament are literally all the stadiums I've either been to for a game, which is only two of them, Ford Field and Heinz Field, or I've driven past their stadium before. Except for the Patriots. The Patriots I have not actually driven past. You know what? I haven't driven past their stadium. I haven't driven past. I've been into Baltimore before, but I haven't seen the Ravens stadium. I think I just went based off a geographical location. Now I think about it, I haven't been to Philly. Been within a half hour of Philly, but I haven't actually been there. Obviously, I haven't been to Dallas. Never been to Texas. You know what? Now that I think about it, I really don't know how I made the tournament list. I definitely wanted to put all the division teams in here, and I wanted to put all the AFC North too because those were geographically close to me. Some of them in my home state. 49ers and oh yeah, I already read that. On a brighter note, leading at Phoenix, less than 30 to go. Get her done, Joshua. Get her done. All right, who do you guys want me to play? Got the Bengals, the Lions, the home or away for either of those. Cowboys at home, we just thumped them the other night. On the road, got the Falcons home or away. We got the Ravens home or away. The Browns only at home. Titans home or away. Panthers home or away. Eagles home or away. And the Vikings only on the road. Those are the games I have left. And we have our first bot down in the chat. Took a while. Took over an hour. Then one NFL stadium, the Georgia Dome. I didn't see the Georgia Dome, but I have seen their new stadium when I went to Atlanta in 2019. They actually hosted the Super Bowl, I think, 3 weeks before I went. Because the NASCAR race in Atlanta was 3 weeks after. Tyler says Ravens away. Will do. Ravens had a really good defense here. This might be the best defense in this game, honestly. This will be a tough one to start. You got Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs. Get the alternative socks on. Let's do it. It's going to be a tough one to start things off tonight. Oh, I didn't mess with the game audio yet.
As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game.
I did the menu audio. I didn't do the game audio.
Two teams from the AFC North as Baltimore matches up against
Well, the 11-0 Packers go to Baltimore and take on the 14-14 Baltimore Ravens.
Go to the field for the coin toss.
Clear skies for this one. Weather will not be an issue, and two talented teams are going to go head-to-head. And it will be the Baltimore Ravens who will have the ball first after winning the coin toss and electing to receive. Where do I have to go here? Settings. System, right? Yep, audio. Let's crank that crowd volume all the way up. Field volume, I believe, is going to be down. Commentary volume, I'm going to... Oh, geez, I just messed that up. What'd I do? I'll be doing the commentary. I can't remember if the field volume. I think the field volume is the players, right? I might have to come back here. Right now, I think I have it. Yeah, they have Ed Reed too. Yeah, man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. Well, either way, Green Bay set to kick it off. It's Ryan Longwell, kicker for the Packers, who has struggled recently. Missed 3 kicks within the last 4 games. Sends it deep, and Baltimore will take it out to about their own 20-yard line. Who's quarterbacking the Rams at this point? Is it? I can't. Hang on. We got to look at this if I'm going to do the live commentary. Stats info. Who is quarterbacking the Ravens? Of course, I can't look because he hasn't thrown a pass yet. I have to wait for him to throw a pass to figure out who it is. I guess so. Coaching strategy. Depth chart. Kyle Bowler. That's right. Anthony Wright. Derek Anderson was the 3rd stringer for the Ravens. I didn't even know he... I only remember him playing for the Browns to start. I thought he played for Cleveland when he started his career. I had no clue he was a rookie for the Ravens. But Kyle Bowler is a quarterback. Jamal Lewis. Okay. Derek Mason. Todd Heaps, tight end. Clarence Moore. Mark Clayton. Decent receiving core. Jonathan Ogden. That dude's a beast. Look at their offensive line is even stacked. 99, 91, 88 for the center, 84. They're stacked on the left side of the line. Right side, not so much. But the left side, it's going to be tough to pass rush from that side. Yeah, look at these all-stars, though, in the defense. Terrell Suggs. There's Ray Lewis. Bart Scott. Ed Reed's on here somewhere. There he is. Deion Sanders. Well, they have Deion Sanders, too. I had no clue Deion Sanders played with the Ravens in 2005. I'm not going to lie. I was like, wait, is that the same Deion Sanders? That is the same Deion Sanders. You learn something new every day. Was he injured or something? I don't remember that. Should be a good game tomorrow night, by the way, there, Tyler. I wish your team good luck. Well, Kyle Bowler under center. Going to hand it off to Jamal Lewis for the first play of the game. First down, Baltimore, and a gain of 10. I'm actually going to mark him just shy of the first down. I thought he had it. It's going to be 2nd and inches. Packers come in with an undefeated season on the road against maybe the toughest defense they'll have to play all season long. Screen pass falls incomplete. It was on the mark from Bowler, but it was just dropped by Lewis. And now it's still 3rd and inches. Probably expect something up the middle. Try and get the first down. Play action fake. Gonna fire it instead. It's underthrown and it's intercepted. What a bailout for the Packers on 3rd and inches for Baltimore. A terrible throw from Kyle Bowler. And that may be the weak point of this Baltimore team, is the quarterbacking situation. And now it's time for Ramon Green to take the carry for the Packers as he backs up for about an 8-yard carry. Second and 3. Another handoff to Green. Rushing to the outside. Down the sideline, inside the 20. Another first down. Should be the first down of the game for the Packers. Last game, Green broke one off for a 70-yard carry on the first play of the game against the Steelers. Of course, Baltimore's bitter rivals. Carry went to no avail that time for Green. 2nd and 11 coming up. Favre again going to line up under center. Play action pass, his first pass of the game. Screen to Bubba Franks, the tight end. First down inside the 5. And the Packers are rolling following the interception on the opening defensive drive with some upwards momentum. Favre again looking to pass. Looking to run potentially. Lofts it to Walker. Touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first. Favre making it look easy against the toughest defense in the league. 3-yard touchdown pass from Brett Favre to Javon Walker. Longwell's PAT is good. 1:52 to go in the first quarter. Packers up 7-0. NASCAR the game 2011 tandem works. Yeah, you can tandem all the way around the track in that game, but by God, if you try to give a little bit of a bump draft to NASCAR 21 ignition, good luck. You're going to need it. Kickoff taken by Sams and a big hit out around the 23-yard line. King Brutus, welcome to the stream. Oh, yeah, I didn't change the title. For those of you just tuning in to the original scheduled program, a DNF at Talladega has forced us into another random finish to this live stream. But we have live commentary for you here and more NASCAR content on the way tomorrow. Full race live stream again. Don't you worry. NASCAR 21 Ignition again coming back again next week, or I should say on Sunday, on the weekend, for the career mode. Another live stream. It'll be at the Roval for the final race of the round of 12 at noon Eastern Standard Time. 2nd and 9 for Baltimore. Lewis gets the carry. Weaseled his way through the defenders to get to 3rd and inches, which is where Baltimore was last time before throwing their interception. So they are running the ball very effectively, but through the air, not so much. King Brutus is not like the Ravens. I'll try to beat him for you. Handoff to Lewis. This time they get the first down, the first of the game for Baltimore. Packers rush defense hasn't been good in a while, but to add on to it, they've definitely not been good here so far tonight. Green Bay's going to call a timeout defensively. They didn't like the matchup. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. They could have potentially had the play clock expire. The game clock expired at the end of the first, but they weren't sure if Baltimore was going to snap or not. They wanted to play it safe. Now they're showing blitz. Buller with the handoff to the fullback, Richard. And even the fullback's getting a pretty good chunk gain. 5 yards, and that will end the first quarter with the Packers up 7-0. .28 rushing yards already for this Baltimore offense. None through the air. And on 2nd and 5, Buller to pass. Now they get some passing yards, first down. On the dump off to the fullback. So Baltimore is starting to move up the field. Now into Green Bay territory for the first time. and rewrite what they did on the first possession. Great blocking for Baltimore. Leads to a 4-yard carry. And they are chewing a lot of this clock up right now. They used the last couple minutes of the first quarter, and now less than 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Handoff. Lewis gets popped. Gain of 3. 3rd and 3 coming up. They cut it in half on that play. Can they complete for the second 3rd down conversion of the drive? Again, it's 3rd and short. Handoff again to Lewis, and another 1st down for Baltimore as they continue to run the football all over this Green Bay defense. Wearing them out. Packers will get the ball to start the second half. This game is flying by, though, with the Russian attack on full display. A shedded tackle, 1st down again for Lewis. Earl Little comes up injured on the play. Packers cornerback. Were you driving his Briscoe there, Joshua? Big hit. Baja Biamila with the sack, the first of the game for this Packers defense, and that was clutch because Baltimore was running all over them. But now with the sack, it's going to make for 2nd and 16 and a likely passing situation coming up. And they will snap it right before the 2-minute warning. Final play until then. Bowler has plenty of time, and he's sacked again, this time by Campman. Back-to-back sacks for the Packers defense, and now it's 3rd and 22 for Baltimore at the 34-yard line. Interesting play call about to come up for Green Bay. Don't want to give up too many yards to get them back into field goal range. It could be in potential field goal range as it is, but obviously Baltimore probably not looking for the 1st down. But they are definitely looking for positive yardage. Instead, they're looking for the end zone. Triple coverage, and it's incomplete. That was a dangerous pass by Bowler again. And the field goal unit will come on for the Baltimore Ravens. This is not Justin Tucker, Mr. Automatic, who is now the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens. It is Matt Stover. Reliable. This will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is on its way. It is good from 52 for Matt Stover. Who needs Justin Tucker? Well, Lewis carried that drive for the Baltimore Ravens. And now the 2-minute drill for Favre and the Packers offense. And it starts with a good return by Murphy to the 31. Tied at 11 in the 3rd. That is an intense game, especially for a hockey game. Minute 45, 2 timeouts for the Packers. Time of possession definitely being ran by the Ravens. Packers, again, get the ball to start the second half. They can get a score before the half here. That'd be big. They're going to surprise with a run on 1st down with Ahmad Green. Pretty good pickup, 7 yards. Packers taking their time. They'll go back to the huddle. Looks like Earl will be out for 2 quarters. A dislocated shoulder. Pop it in. He'll be back by the end of the game. A lot of traffic everywhere. Favre tried to get it away. Didn't feel the risk of throwing it deep down the field. Gets hit as he fires anyway, and it's incomplete. And now we head to 3rd and 3 with a $1:21 left on the clock. Play action. Favre sacked. Had no time. And the Ravens defense gets their first sack of the game, and now the Packers will have to punt on 4th and 4 from their own 38. 2-minute drill failed miserably that time. And now Baltimore's going to have a shot with the ball again to score before the half. Great punt by Sanders. He gets that one off. Fair catch by Baltimore. They're going to have to start deep in their own territory. Maybe the best punt of the tournament so far for Sander. So 2 timeouts left for both teams now. Hand off to Lewis. No surprise here. Breaks a tackle. Gain of about 8. And they will not go no huddle. It'll be 2nd and 3 with about a minute left on the clock. I think Baltimore might be just looking to head into the half with them being deep in their own field unless they can break a run open, which, considering how well they've ran the ball so far, that would not be impossible. And a jump off sides. And that's an automatic first down for Baltimore. And they burned a timeout for whatever reason there. That's interesting. I did not actually move. The game kind of moved for me, which was strange. But a costly penalty nonetheless for Green Bay. Bowler to pass. Fires. Intercepted by Carroll, who is going to take it to the house. Pick 6. Ahmad Carroll. 2 interceptions already in the first half on Kyle Bowler. And it's 13-3, and after the PAT from Longwell, which will likely be good, makes it a 14-3 game. With 40 seconds left, what a turning of the tides. Following the Green Bay penalty, too. And another big hit. Sam's has taken a couple of those on these kickoff returns so far. And that's why it was dangerous to let Bowler pass it deep in their own territory. That was the absolute worst thing that could have happened for this Ravens team. Green Bay going to call a timeout now, and they're going to want to try to get the ball back themselves with the momentum they've had. 2nd and 11 coming up. Risky calling the timeouts, though, considering the rush defense has not been good if they keep running the ball. As they will. Lewis with the carry. Capman with the tackle. Timeout Green Bay. 32 seconds left. 3rd and 8 coming up. We'll see if Bowler will pass. He's in the gun. And he will. Interesting. Surprised they didn't run the ball again. Hit as he fires. Almost intercepted a 3rd time. Luckily, it was dropped, and I believe that was Carroll again who nearly had his 3rd pick already. 26 seconds left. This is what Green Bay wanted. It was risky, but it pays off. And the punt nearly gets blocked. And not a great one. Fair catch called at the Green Bay 45. 20 seconds left on the clock. No timeouts for the Packers. Gonna fire to Green, to the sideline. 1st down and out of bounds. And a good chug play of 19 yards for Green Bay that time. Way to get out of bounds. Favre has only thrown the ball 4 times today. It's pretty much been the Green Bay rushing offense. But he does have a touchdown, the lone one of the game for the Green Bay offense. Fires down to the flat, nearly intercepted. That would have been taken to the house. Talk about a turning of the tides. That would have been a huge one right there. This is risky, though, because if you take the sack, that's going to likely end the half. That was the only thing going to the sideline was to Green. Got a little bit of a block on the edge. Now he's going to float it up over the top to Green, and he underthrows him. 6 seconds left on the clock. They're so close to field goal range right now, but again, they would have to get out of bounds. We'll see if they'll be able to do it, though. Fires. Catch is made. Knocked out of bounds with 3 seconds to go. Gain of 4. And the field goal unit will come on for the Packers. A 50-yarder for Ryan Longwell. He's 3 for his last 6 in this tournament. He missed from over 50 yards on 2 of those occasions. And this one is not going to be anywhere close to the marker. Another bad kick. And that has been the struggles on special teams so far for Green Bay in this tournament. It's been good and automatic from under 40 yards, but anything above 50, he has absolutely struggled. Murphy on the return as we start the second half. Green Bay likely going to be using some clock. And Murphy injured on the return. It's a second injury now for Green Bay, and a key one at that. This was on their special teams unit. Buller should get benched. Yeah, if they're going to want a shot to win. I don't know. Their backups are much better. Favre wanted to scramble, and instead he'll go down. His third, I should say the third sack for the Ravens defense. And that probably just wasn't a wise decision that time. Ravens still controlling the clock. If there's one thing they've got going for them, it's the running game. The problem is them being behind in the second half by 2 possessions. They're probably going to be in a throwing situation. And I just don't think Buller's going to be able to get the job done. The defense has done pretty well for Baltimore. Screen pass to Green on the outside. First down, Green Bay. And a gain of about 11 yards. So they continue to fire on all cylinders. Favre 5 for 8, 52 passing yards and a touchdown. Amon Green, quite a few carries, a couple receptions. Safeties coming in, showing blitz. Favre going to change his out route at the last second. Play is off. There's room to Driver at the sideline. Toe tap. Oh, he caught it inbounds. He stayed inbounds. Didn't realize he was there, and then gets hit after the first down. Great catch by Driver. Way to hang on after the big hit. Play action. Favre. Chapman. Catch is made. Let him out of bounds after the catch. Gain of 6. Going to go for 2 wins in a row tomorrow. Yeah, you definitely can't get overly aggressive on defense. Got to be patient. It's going to be a shotgun handoff to Green. Loss of a yard on the play, and now it's going to be third down. So 3rd and 5. Definitely in field goal range this time around. A lot easier for Longwell than that 50-yarder right before the half. Green Bay still looking at chewing a little bit more clock. Baltimore not out of this thing yet. Again, the way their defense is played, if they could just get a turnover, that would help them that much more. So far, they haven't gotten it. Dropped, incomplete. It looked like Ferguson might have had a chance to catch that for the touchdown, but instead it's incomplete, and now Green Bay will go for their second field goal attempt of the game. This one, a chip shot from 29 yards. Right down the middle. The wind not really a factor today. And that is good from Longwell. Redemption from this mixed kick before the half. Still 2-possession game, 17-3. If you looked at the yards for both teams, fairly even. It's Green Bay's 2 interceptions to Baltimore's 0. That makes the difference. And the rushing game for Baltimore. has been great, and I think you just got to keep running the ball. I know there's only about 6 minutes left in the game. You might have to go hurry up offense. I wish I would have had Justin Tucker. Probably would have missed that kick. Another costly penalty for this Green Bay defense. A face mask this time. That is a 15-yard penalty. It was already a good carry as it was for about a gain of 8. The yards won't count anymore. But those are chunk yards Baltimore needs one way or another. They went with the run that time. This time they're going to go with the run. Lewis up the middle for a gain of about 4. Make that 3-yard carry. Baltimore's probably only got another snap or 2 left in the third quarter. Running out of time. Lewis has a lot of room. Breaks the tackle with the spin. First down, Baltimore. Green Bay side of the field. End of the third. Do not count the Ravens out yet. Jamal Lewis is keeping them in the game. 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Ravens are 2 touchdowns away. Barnett with the hit as Buller was able to get rid of it, but it's incomplete. Still 3 timeouts left for both sides. Does Buller have a redemption moment in him? Over the middle. Catch is made by Moore. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Four and a half minutes to go. Time running down for the Ravens. Packers showing zone blitz. Buller has time. Hit as he throws. It's intercepted a 3rd time. This time it's Al Harris. Will he get caught at the end? Yes, he does. He's tripped up inside the 10. At the 5. And Kyle Buller with his 3rd interception of the game. But this Packers defense, the secondary at least, has showed up. On 1st and 10, Favre looking to pass to Walker. Caught down to the 1 with forward progress. He didn't quite get into the end zone. They're actually going to mark him at the 2. And that will keep the clock running now under 4 minutes. Green Bay looks to make it a 3-possession game. Even with a field goal, it will be a 3-possession game. They're sitting in a good spot. Snap to Walker. Oh my goodness, almost intercepted. Well, that would have gotten Baltimore back into it. Now it's 3rd and goal. I don't think Favre's going to be looking to throw it anymore. That's the 2nd time he's almost threw an interception in the second half. It's going to be a handoff to Green. Up the middle, he's stuffed by the Baltimore defensive line. A gain of 1. 4th and goal from the 1 coming up. And Longwell's just going to kick the field goal. They're going to take the points and play it safe because this will make it a 3-possession game. An even easier chip shot for 19 yards. And the kick is going... Oh no, he missed it! Longwell misses the chip shot. He pushes it to the right. And Baltimore stays in it. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe I did that. I know my kicking's been bad recently, but man, that's embarrassing right there. Another triple coverage throw by Buller, and that one's incomplete. Again, this team is just clinging on for dear life right now. All in the hands of Kyle Bowler, who is still in the game. He's not been benched. Ravens trying to ride it out. They're 500 right now, fighting for a playoff spot in this tournament. Catch is made by Clayton. Short of the first down marker. It's 3rd and 2 coming up. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream. Packers playing prevent defense right now. Less than 2.5 minutes left in the game. Ravens 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. Can they get their 3rd? Campman with the hit. Bowler throws incomplete. Down to the sideline, let him out of bounds. Catch wasn't even made anyway either. 4th and 2, and it looks like they're going to punt it. Shocking that they're not going for it. Going to have to watch the fake. Green Bay is aware that they could fake it here. And they will punt. Not a perfect snap either, but he did get it off. Fair catch just to be safe from Chapman, and Green Bay's just going to look to sit on it now. Nothing but dump-offs and run plays, and that's going to be about it for Green Bay. Trying to get to the end of this game mercifully as they just can't seem to close it out. Favre sacked again. That's the 4th time he's gone down as he had 0 time to throw the ball. Again, the Ravens' defense has been stellar. If it wasn't for the 3 interceptions by Bowler, it would probably be about a tie game. 3-3. Not a high-scoring tie game, but it'd be a tie game nonetheless. Screen pass to Walker. Catch is made. Stopped immediately. No timeout taken that time by Baltimore. Now they'll take it. Delayed by about a second, but it's not going to save them a whole lot of time. God, Green Bay just can't put it away. They're being very, very cautious, though, on this drive. Just trying not to turn the ball over is the main thing. Another catch is made by Green. Positive yardage that time, but short of the first down marker. Timeout Baltimore. They'll get the ball back again. 4th and 11, 1:53 to go, but only 1 timeout left for the Ravens. Sander has been on his mark with the punts so far. Only Longwell was on his mark with the kicks. If he would have made both of them, it'd be a 3-possession game. It'd be absolutely over. But again, the Ravens cling on. Decent return that time as well. For Baltimore, as the Packers go back, they're going to be playing prevent defense. Not wanting to give up the big play. Going to give it up short, try to keep them in bounds. And Catman gets close to Bowler. Bowler, I don't even know where he threw it that time. This got to be the worst quarterback performance we've seen in a while. Nathan Peterman, like... Screen pass was the safe play to Heap. His first reception of the game, just shy of the first. It'll be 3rd and short. 3rd, about 1. Hurry up offense for Baltimore. Plenty of time for Bowler to throw it. First down to Clayton. Crossing the Green Bay side of the field. Again, they're going to have to go no huddle because they only have 1 timeout. They're moving the ball. Bowler going to air it out long. Double coverage down the sideline. Caught, but out of bounds by Clayton. And Bowler would have been probably benched at halftime. 5 for 16, 39 yards, and 3 picks for Bowler. There is still a chance. Got a man deep. Tipped and nearly picked a 4th time in this game. Just kind of getting restless with the deep passes now. That's 2 in a row. 3 for 8 on 3rd down. Conversions, they have 1 on this drive. 1:01 to go. Baltimore still has a timeout in their pocket. Bowler deep again. I mean, there were about 6 Packer players there. They had no chance of being complete. And now it's going to be 4th down and 10. Final chance for Baltimore to keep their hopes alive to stay at 500 or above. Protection is there. Pass is not. And that will do it. And the Green Bay Packers will go in against the number 1 defense at Baltimore and win the defensive shootout. The difference was their 3 turnovers to Green Bay's none. Favre will sit on it and we'll head to the second game. Packers will move to 12-0. Timeout Baltimore. Well, all right. Well, you guys know that they don't want the game to just end when it's obviously over. We throw the Hail Mary on. Well, Favre has a potential vintage moment in him. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be a touchdown. Green Bay. Second of the game for Favre. And it's getting ugly. Adding insult to injury. Could have been over, but Baltimore calls the timeout. I guess they're going to get the ball back again, and now it's 24-3. Getting a little lopsided. It's been a fairly competitive game. Especially in the first half. It was 7-3 until halfway through the third quarter. Sam's again with the return. Big hit. And not a good return either. He's taken down at his own 18-yard line. 41 seconds left. Green Bay with a 3-possession lead. 3 touchdowns. That throw is just on the money from Favre. It was a beautiful catch, but I think the throw was probably more impressive. Bowler nearly throwing another pick. I mean, at this point, I think you just sit on it if you're Baltimore and just save your quarterback's confidence. These two still got to play again in Lambeau. And Baltimore may need to win to get into the playoffs. I think you got to consider starting another quarterback that is not Kyle Bowler. Another catch made out of bounds on a deep ball. It doesn't matter, and it's 3rd and 10 with 30 seconds to go. Third down play of the game for Baltimore. Heap is the man in motion. And short little dump off to Heap. 4th and 3. Hurry up for Baltimore. No quit in this team. Potentially the final play. Not quite. Richard, fullback with the catch, 1st down. 14 seconds and counting. Baltimore may get one more snap off. And they will actually clock it with 6 seconds to go. So they will get another play. Buller with a couple completions on this drive. Back to pass again. Again airs it out long. And a fitting way to bring this one to an end. Another interception for Kyle Bowler. His 4th. Packers win 24-3. I like how Little fumbled the ball after making the catch as well, but Green Bay did recover. Needless to say, the game is over. And we'll go on to the next game. You guys will get to pick, once again, who I play. Choose wisely. It was a close game in the first half. Turnovers. I mean, that's all it was. Green Bay's had a lot of interceptions this season as well. That has definitely been the big spot, and the bright spot of this defense has been the secondary. All right, who do I play next? Somebody pick down in the chat. Anybody pick. Bengals, Lions, Cowboys, Falcons, Browns, Titans, Panthers, Eagles, Colts, or Bears. Potentially Ravens again. Tyler says Minnesota. I played them once already, I believe. Yeah, I played them at home. I shut them out, actually, so now I have to play them on the road. In the Metrodome. All right, Packers, Vikings. Two teams with a winning record that will be in the playoffs, likely. Green Bay's got a lot more games to play. But unless they lay an egg, which is not impossible. Say Favre gets hurt. Now, granted, Rodgers would be the backup, but it would be a rookie Aaron Rodgers. 12-0 Packers play the 18-11 Vikings. Match of divisional rivals in the Metrodome. Green Bay with the win in the first game between these two teams, but it was in Lambeau. Now the field is flipped. Green Bay loses another toss. I feel like I lose almost every toss this season. But Green Bay still get the kick, which means they'll get the ball to start the second half. Vikings on the return. Campbell will take it, and he's hit and stopped inside his own 20 at his own 17-yard line. Dante Culpepper, the quarterback here for the Minnesota Vikings. Line up under center, man in motion. That's Taylor. Culpepper back to hand it off to Bennett, and a loss of yardage on the play for Minnesota. Now they're backed up to their own 13. Nate Burleson going to be a receiver to look out for in this one today. The number one man for Minnesota. Culpepper going to air it out deep early on. Double coverage incomplete. Deep in their own territory. 3rd and 13. Culpepper is a running quarterback, so definitely going to have to watch out for him potentially scrambling today. Packers look like they got a couple spies on him. Not going to let him run this one. Going to air it out deep again. One-on-one coverage incomplete. So Minnesota airing it out long twice, but leading to a 3-and-out. And Green Bay will get the ball now for the first time today. In game 2, at least. There's the punt. It will be taken. Low catch by Chapman, and he'll take it to midfield. Favre coming off a pretty whale of a game. MVP, I'd say, so far this season. 25 touchdowns now. And only 4 interceptions. Doing a great job taking care of the ball. 2 of them came against New England just a couple games ago. Second and 4 coming up. Favre trying to throw. Pass caught by Bubba Franks. And a first down. Packers looking to storm up the field here early. Trying to silence this Metrodome and Vikings crowd. Pass to Franks, tipped and caught. First down. More like bobbled and caught that time by Franks. Favre was under so much pressure that he just had to get rid of it. And Bubba turned around at the exact right time and was able to get a positive out of pretty much what looked like it was about to be a big sack. Handoff to Green, to the edge, first down, to the 5. Green Bay is just storming down the field right now, taking charge of their opening offensive possession. Another handoff to Green on a play action, taken down for a loss. It's going to be second and goal from the 6. Play action fake. Franks on the screen. Oh, man. Favre threw it right into the back of his own lineman. And now it's going to be third and goal from the 6. Packers struggled against the Ravens in the red zone offense. Facing an early third down here. After moving the ball so well down the field. Franks in the end zone is open. His third catch of the drive is a touchdown, and the Packers lead. Six-yard pass. Number 26 on the tournament for Favre. And Longwell will get set to kick it off. 3 catches for 30 yards total receiving with the touchdown on that drive for Franks. Another nice kick. Campbell again on the return, a better one that time around. Gets past the 20-yard line to the 26. Vikings were gunslinging it for really no avail on the opening drive. The 3 and out, but they went deep a couple times. See if they can maybe establish something offensively. A handoff, positive yardage that time, and a gain of 5. Good way to start the drive. Nice little chunk run for Bennett. Packers rush defense struggled also. Against Baltimore as the secondary was stepped up big time in that defensive game win. Bennett with the handoff, stretching for every inch he can. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Final play of the first quarter coming up. Culpepper again under center, looking to snap. Will he before the end of the first? He will not. So time expires in the first quarter. Vikings going to sit. They will have the ball to start the second. Still 3rd and 3 from their own 33. Trying to get that first down of the game. Go a long way in trying to establish this offensive point of emphasis really in this game. Culpepper hit as he throws. Got the pass complete to Bennett on the screen, but Bennett had nowhere to go. Great coverage. Great pressure. That was an all-around great defensive effort by the Green Bay team. And it's going to be 4th and 5, the second 3 and out for the Vikings. After having 2nd and 5. Chapman will take the fair catch at about the 30. Green Bay going to have to go a bit deeper this time around. Going to start off on first down. Pass for Walker dropped. Incomplete. It was a good pass. It was not held on to. Handoff for Green. Cuts back. Medium gain. About 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Minnesota now looking to stop the Green Bay offense to a 3 and out. Play action. Favre doesn't have a lot of time. He's going to try to run for it. He's under pressure. First down, Brett Favre fighting for every yard he could on the ground that time. And was able to get it done. Had just enough room to get it done. Great job holding on to the ball because he did not slide. Hand off to Green out of the gun. Follows the blockers. Gain of about 6. Green Bay just establishing early on momentum for this offense. They had a clutch 3rd down play already on this drive. They didn't face a 3rd down at all on the first drive. until that 3rd and goal play in the red zone where they scored on the touchdown. Pass incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 4. So the third down of the game for Green Bay already. Can they put together another clutch play in the first half? Favre to pass. He's got Green. First down again. Inside the 40. Down to the 35. And Green Bay. And Brett Favre especially looking strong early. They'll get one more play off before the 2-minute warning. Maybe 2 if they hurry. Got the pass for Ferguson. Catch is made. Short of the first down marker. And they may get one more play off. It's going to be close. And they got it with 1 second to spare. Pass. Caught on the dump off to Green. He's got room to run inside the 5. All the way down to about the 2-yard line. First and goal. Favre over the middle to Chapman. Touchdown. Favre is slicing and dicing on this Vikings defense that can't make a stop. Packers 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. And they're just outplaying Minnesota early. PAT is good for Longwell. 14-0. At least they can make the extra points. Oh, fumble! And Minnesota falls on it. Nothing is going right. This Green Bay team is looking like they could go perfect this season. An early start to this one to try and go 13-0. They've had some close games this year, but this last couple they have looked clearly like the best team in the league. Packers changing up at the line of scrimmage there at the last second with an audible defensively. Passes incomplete, nearly intercepted by Little. Now it's going to be 3rd and 12. Culpepper fires. Nearly feathered it way in there, but it was knocked down at the last second. Incomplete. .120 left on the clock. Another fair catch. Green Bay very conservative with the returns. Fair catch on the punts all 3 times. They got 1:19, 3 seconds left. Sorry, 3 timeouts left. They're going to attempt. It's just less than 2-minute drill. Pass to Green. On the screen. Catch is made. I think he just got knocked down short of the first down marker. Green Bay not going to look to go no huddle right now. Curl route to driver, caught, first down. The Minnesota fans starting to boo at the lack of effort, really, that this team has showed so far. Finished 3rd at Pocono, NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition, Truex first. Only 2nd, then you finished 3rd. Gonna find Green over the middle, first down again. Green Bay hasn't even used a single timeout yet on the drive. Haven't needed to. Sad Sharks, welcome to the stream. Favre has time, fires, Chapman, first down, over the middle. Green Bay methodically moving the ball down the field. They haven't even used a timeout on this drive. Less than 20 seconds left. But it's first and goal now. Oh, Favre's in trouble. He's sacked. Timeout. They have 12 seconds. I mean, with the timeouts left, they've used the clock perfectly. It's going to be tough to get into the end zone now, though. Considering that it's second and goal from their own 19. Or not their own 19, but the 19. Finds driver over the middle, but the catch is very minimal. Timeout, 7 seconds left. They're going to have one shot to the end zone, and driver is now injured. This isn't NASCAR ignition. It was. And then I DNF'd at Talladega. What's new? What's new with NASCAR 21 ignition? When can I not DNF? They have one shot to the end zone before the half. Looking. Walker. It's caught, but he's just short. And a timeout with 2 seconds to go. Green Bay's just going to play it safe. Chip shot from 18. 18-yarder. It's good. 3-possession game at the half. That's what Green Bay wanted. Just shy of the end zone. But they used the clock perfectly, though. They didn't give Minnesota any time left, leading to that 4th down. They still have one timeout left in the bag. Murphy going to take the return as Green Bay will start the second half with the ball. What has just been a dominating performance so far. What do they do? Qualifying sessions in NASCAR? I want to know. So when I go to Fontana next month, they don't have it out specifically what day they're planning on doing it next year. I think they're planning on doing it on the day before. So usually it's Saturday, but if it's a Saturday night race, then it'll probably be on Fridays. It'll probably be right before the Xfinity Series race on Saturday, if I had to imagine. Then Xfinity Series qualifying will probably be in the morning. Carry that time, stop just shy of the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 coming up. Qualifying matters in NASCAR on most tracks, realistically. Not as much as open wheel, no, but that was bad. Green would have had the first if he could have kept his feet in bounds, but could have, would have, should have. Green Bay will have to punt for, I believe, the first time in this game. They will not score on a drive. And finally, Minnesota stops this red-hot offense. It's a 3-and-out to start the second half, which is what they need if they're going to want to try to get back in the game. And a holding penalty on the Vikings. It is only going downhill from here for the Minnesota Vikings. Honestly, a track like Fontana, usually track position matters quite a bit. I know it's fairly easy to pass, but just because of how strung out it can get, it'll matter more for, say, the first stage, for the stage points. So you just saw right there, an interception was thrown by Culpepper, his first pick of the game, the first turnover for the Packers defense. And like I mentioned, only going downhill from here for the Vikings. Green with the carry. Knocked down at about the line of scrimmage. They just trying to chew more clock, really. The time of possession battle, even. Minnesota's got 1 yard of total offense in this game today. And they're just getting dominated on all ends, offensively, defensively. Hand off to the fullback Henderson. Power game that time for the Packers. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Jumping from a 3-star team to a 5-star team. It's a big jump. You're going to win a lot of races. Hopefully. You should win a lot more races. Hand off to Green. First down. Touchdown. Found the hole. Rushes to the end zone. His 4th of the tournament. He's got 4 receiving, now 4 rushing. Green can do it all. Still a 3-possession game, even with the extra point. Minnesota would have to score touchdowns and then go for 2 every time. But it is still a 3-possession game. Morning warm-ups. If you're talking about practice, they do so starting next year, they're going to be doing practice sessions before qualifying, but it's only going to be like 15 to 20 minutes. It wouldn't be the day of the race. It'd be right before qualifying. 15 to 20 minutes of practice leading into qualifying. And like I said, that should all be right before the Xfinity race, likely on the day before. Some good moves by Bennett. Shaking and baking his way for a gain of about 8. Haven't played a football game since Blitz, the League 2. That was a fictional game anyway. I've heard of the game at least. Culpepper's first carry of the game, and that's a pretty good gain of yardage, a first down for Minnesota. And maybe he should consider perhaps running the ball more. And that was a pretty good play. Culpepper over the middle, incomplete. And that will end the 3rd quarter. On to the 4th. It's not included in the ticket price, so that's too bad. Well, you can go though. I think you have to have a ticket for the Xfinity race. Because it's likely the same day as the Xfinity race. So if you buy a ticket for the Xfinity race, they'll open the gates whatever time, likely for practice. For the 15 to 20 minute practice session before qualifying for the Cup Series. And then also practice qualifying for the Xfinity Series. So it's pretty much like an all-day pass. So you're buying a ticket for the Xfinity race, but the gates open early enough that you can watch practice and stuff all day. Practice and qualifying all day. Another first down for Minnesota. Kind of like Baltimore, where they're going to try to fight to the very end, I would have to assume. So this one, a much more lopsided game leading up to that point, versus the Baltimore game wasn't really lopsided to the very end. Bennett with the catch, misses a tackle, knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock after a gain of 9. .349 to go, fourth quarter. Culpepper fires. Wiggins with the catch. Escapes to about the 11. Interesting. Worked out for him pretty well. Yeah, I'll probably be done. This is going to be the last game. I thought about doing another one, but I have to work again tomorrow, so probably just end up ending the stream very soon. Finish this game up first. Minnesota charging down the field right now. It's 2nd and 7 inside the 10. Going to get to the 2 for a first down. Well, they're going to get that first down right there. I thought they were going to get into the end zone. Taylor with the reception down to the 1. Minnesota's chewing a lot of clock, though. It's almost down to the 2-minute warning. Still 3-possession game. Had the ball for over 4 minutes. 9 plays. Handoff, Bennett, touchdown. Minnesota's on the board. And they will likely go for 2. So if they can get the 2-point conversion, it will be a 2-possession game. They'll have 4 timeouts considering the 2-minute warning has not arrived yet. Culpepper back to pass. Fires in zone. Incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. And it's still a 3-possession game. Green Bay will call a timeout. I didn't think they were going to still go for the onside kick, but it looks like they will attempt an onside kick. We'll see if Minnesota can get it. And Green Bay muffed it a little bit, but Ferguson will recover with the hands team for the Packers. So Packers going to take a kneel down to get to the 2-minute warning. And Minnesota will have 3 timeouts from there. Green Bay's just playing it super safe right now. Just trying to chew as much clock as they can. So 2 minutes remain. 24-6 is the score. Packers up on the Vikings. It'll be 2nd and 12. Pass to Franks. Double coverage. That was a great throw by Favre, but it was dropped by Franks. Pass over the middle. Looking for Green. Tipped around and incomplete as it was knocked down at the line of scrimmage. 2 incomplete passes. Stops the clock. Green Bay will have to punt. On a 3-and-out. Still up by 3 possessions. So they're not too worried about it. That was not a good punt for Sander, though. Boy, that's about as ugly as it gets. Special teams woes continue for Green Bay. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. All at their own 26. Pass is caught. Wiggins, first down. Pretty good play that time for Minnesota. They've got some fight to them, I will say. Gotta make sure they're set. They were. Culpepper gets drilled. A sack was made. Clock still runs. Minnesota fires. Catch is made. timeout for the first time for Minnesota in the second half. Culpepper looking to run. Can't get to the sideline. He's actually taken down. It'll be a sack once again. And now it's 4th and 13. And this game is just about over. For good this time. Been over for a little while considering it's a 3-possession game. Tipped, intercepted. Al Harris inside the 30 for Green Bay. Now they'll look to run the rest of the clock out. Got 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining. Knocked off balance. Misses another guy. And a great run that time. One more play for the Packers should do it. Unless Minnesota starts to burn through their timeouts. They still have 2 left. Green Bay going to take the snap now. First down for Green. Potentially no. Did not get the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Handoff, misdirection to Green. First down, Green Bay. With 14 seconds to go. I'm going to bring the field goal unit on and try to get Longwell a little bit more practice with an easy 33-yarder because, boy, he needs it. Kick is on its way. It is good from Longwell. 27-6 final. Packers have beaten the Vikings in the season sweep. And they will move to 13-0 in the tournament. Thing is, though, we're not even halfway. There's 30 games to play. Probably not even going to finish it this season. I guarantee when football season's done, I'm probably not even going to be playing this anymore. Especially if the Packers say to lose a playoff game, I'm not going to feel like playing Madden. I will continue this on to next football season. As far as, obviously, not on the channel every game. But I don't plan on, streaming this too many more times. The only reason I am is NASCAR 21 Ignition is so buggy, and we crash out at Talladega by ourselves without even touching anybody, so for whatever reason. But we will get a full race live stream in tomorrow. NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 custom schedule season at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be the live stream there. So can't wait for that one. Packers, they play tomorrow. Playoff game. I'm excited for that as well. And I will hope to see you guys for tomorrow night's live stream. NASCAR 21 Ignition will continue on with another live stream on Sunday afternoon at noon Eastern Standard Time. The Charlotte Roval. We'll see. We'll see if we can get to the end of it. 13 points above the cutoff line, even with 2 DNFs in the round. We're very fortunate that a lot of guys at Talladega did not finish so hot on top of our driver with the DNF. But a DNF in the first 2 races of the round have put us in this situation despite 9 wins on the season. We'll see if we can make it on into the next one. As long as we don't get a winner below the cutoff line, we should be fine as long as we, of course, get to the end of the race. We just have to make sure Blaney doesn't beat us by 13 positions. But if anybody below the cutoff line wins, then we're only 5 points ahead of Keselowski. That's when it could get tight. But for right now, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens this weekend with our NASCAR content on the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. As always, thanks for your support. Road to 10,000 subs. Road to Daytona. 30 days away from the Daytona 500. Live commentary for the Busch Clash kicking off our 2022 NASCAR season on the channel. As far as the live race commentary goes, we'll be in 16 days as well. Full coverage on for that one also. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your Friday night and a good start to your weekend.